What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. Just note that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15. And the offer ends very soon at the end of March. It's been extended for just a couple of months. Anyways, let's talk about the market. So looking at NIO, we have this nice accumulation structure that's been developing. And as many of you Americans know, today is a very important day. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day as the stock market is closed, and simultaneously it is Mr. Trump's inauguration. So, starting today, the US has a new president. Trump is officially the president, and now there's going to be a lot of shifts that happen to the markets because of that, and a lot of shifts in policy. I'll talk more about that over the next couple of minutes, and I'll talk about the share prices right now. But looking at NIO in the markets, we are still looking quite promising. But starting off, let's talk about some news. NIO had this news that their Firefly chief is saying that the pre-orders have exceeded expectations 1 month post the unveil. So that's very, very good news so far, as we're seeing lots of orders for their new vehicles. And this is going to continue to kill it as time goes on. We're also looking at more affordable prices as pre-orders came in at the price of about $20,000 USD, and deliveries are going to be starting once again very, very soon. This is very, very good news. They're not only a lot more affordable, but this is going to help them get more sales. And as time goes on, the sales will improve and so will their margins. So I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to see what this leads to, at least moving forward for them. So this is bullish news. I know that NIO is undervalued right now, but this is opening so much opportunity for a lot of buyers to step in to get those shares at these low prices before this thing starts running, which I believe it will, excuse me, as time goes on. Now, looking at our economic calendar, please remember that tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, January 21st. At 11:30 a.m., we have the 3 and 6 month bill auctions. And besides that, there's nothing else that's too crazy. On Wednesday, we have a very minor data as well. So, very minor data, at least to start things off. But despite that, we had a big catalyst that could still really shake things. So, Trump had his inauguration. There were a lot of billionaires, a lot of tech CEOs that happened to be there. We saw Mark Zuckerberg over there. Jeff Bezos is there. He's still an executive of Amazon. Sundar Pichai from Google. Elon Musk was there. Tim Cook was there. Lots of these big CEOs happened to be there. There's a lot of people there involved in politics and such. So it's very awesome to see that. A lot of people united. If anything, I just want to say that I really appreciate that. And then, as far as Trump's inauguration went, I just want to say I think that Mr. Trump did do a very good job. He gave a speech and he remained very optimistic about the future of the U.S. But I do want to say that despite that happening, it's going to have a big effect on the markets in a lot of different ways. So people were very excited about what Trump was going to do and many of the things that he has promised. And we'll see how it goes, at least as time goes on. As far as the market goes to deregulating and then the effect it's going to have on different people out there, especially when it comes to not only tax cuts, but the effect it's going to have on businesses makes a lot of these investors very optimistic. So I think this is good news, at least for Trump and at least for the markets. And I think that there's going to be a lot of confidence that's instilled within these markets because of that. So that's a very, very good piece of news as these buyers are returning. I can't wait to see what else this essentially holds us for the future. So just want to keep that in mind. Trump did a very, very good job at remaining optimistic, and we'll just hope for the best, regardless of what your guys' views are. Everyone has the right to an opinion. Let's just hope for the best and see how it goes. With Trump being inaugurated, this is going to lead to a lot more confidence in the markets, and I think that this could help the share prices for many different tickers out there to a larger extent. For other factors out there, we have big earnings. We have Charles Schwab announcing earnings in 3M. And we also have Netflix, United, and a few more, at least after market close. So get ready for some big earnings. Besides that, what do I see for the share prices? So after Mr. Trump's speech and the optimism that he's going to instill in the economy, I'm not trying to say that everyone has to support him or he's guaranteed to be 100% correct about everything, right? You can have your own opinions. I completely respect that. But I'm just here to say that it's going to lead to more potential bullish outcomes because there's going to be more confidence than before. And this could really help stocks like NIO try to push higher. As long as NIO is above 4.3, I'm going to be looking for 4.5 as a potential target. So I think it's looking quite optimistic, at least thus far. As far as SPY goes, I also want to mention that SPY is looking bullish. We've been making higher highs and higher lows, doing a good job, at least thus far. And after Trump's speech, I'm hoping that this continues, especially as we have this imbalance to fill up here. As long as SPY does not lose 595, I think we favor that this is going to try to continue to push for 600. If we could break that after Trump's speech, we're looking for 605 and 607 year all-time highs as our target. For the QQQ, We look bullish as we're making higher highs and higher lows. There's a nice inverse end shoulder setup here, so this could be going all the way up to about the higher 520s towards 528. So I see upside potential in this. For the Russell 2000 IWM, we look a bit more bullish. If we end up losing 222, we could be dipping lower. If we break 226, we're looking for a pump. I'm hoping we break, we break this to start filling this imbalance up here. We'll see if the small caps get a run thanks to Trump's speech and his inauguration. If we break 226, I'm looking for more upside. We'll see if that ends up being the case. This has potential, in my opinion. ES looks pretty decent. We'll see if this continues to push. As long as we don't end up losing 6,000, I think we continue to push for about 6,100 essentially. So it's looking quite good. NQ has an inverse head and shoulders setup. It could be looking for an attempt to get back up to about 22,000 or so. So there's a left shoulder here. There's a head and the right shoulder forming. This could push to about the 22,000 plus mark. With Trump's victory and his inauguration, I think Bitcoin's going to try to push higher. It's currently up quite a bit. May continue to uptrend and get closer to about these highs up here into like the 107 plus thousand area. If we break this, we could also be forming kind of like a cup and handle. So I'm going to be looking for an attempt for this to bounce off 101,000. It might dip a bit here, then bounce and start looking for the 110,000 plus range to be retested. So it's looking bullish. Nvidia is holding up well. We need to try to break past 138 and then 140. If we break that range, we're looking for 144 as a target. There's a nice accumulation, kind of like a cup and handle that's forming here. This could be favoring upside for the 140s. For Tesla's looking bullish. We have a gap to fill around the 450s. I think this is going to continue to uptrend and hit 450 plus. I also want to call out these trend lines right over here, which is showing a channel that's breaking out right here. So we're breaking past this resistance, and this could continue to uptrend for 450 plus. I see a lot of potential in this. For others out there, we have Coin. Coin is looking promising. With Bitcoin potentially pumping, this may continue to push for 300. If we break this, the double bottom suggests this imbalance takes us up to about 308 plus. For Amazon, we look a bit more bullish. If we could try to break past or hold above 222, we're looking, we're looking for an attempt to get back up to 228. So this is also favoring the upside as it's doing a great job. Meta is looking more promising. I think this has the potential to go higher with the inverse hand and shoulders that's also forming here to push all the way back up to about that 625 area. This is like a left shoulder, a head, and then a right shoulder that could be pushing us up towards 625 plus. For Microsoft, we look a bit more bullish with the inverse hand and shoulders. This could be going to about 432 as our potential target. I think it's doing a fantastic job. And last but not least, we have Google. Also, it has an inverse hand and shoulders. This could push this into the 200s. We'll see if we break past 200. If that's the case, I'm looking for 202 plus. So the VIX is also looking bearish as we have a gap to fill down here, and there's another gap below here. Might rebound a bit and start rejecting, and I think that the market has upside potential. We'll see if we break past resistance, but as of right now, we're favoring upside thanks to Mr. Trump's inauguration. That's pretty big, and the confidence he's instilling upon the markets with the policy proposals and such is going to be very, very big. That could be having a big effect in the markets and the way we're moving, so please keep that in mind. Anyways, have a good day, guys. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a very happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And looking at NIO, I think we have a lot of upside potential for this accumulation to form. As long as we hold above 4.3, I'm looking for 4.51 as our target, and eventually 4.61. I think this has potential to form a nice cup here. It's going to try to push a little bit higher. That's my view, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a good rest of your Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and peace out.